Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the New York Empoleon's Week 6 Battle of the PAC. We are here this week taking on the Immunity Idols, coached by Mountaya. I hope I said that right. But, of course, if you want to check out my opponent, link is in the description below, as are all the opponents in the PAC this season. And we are currently 4-1. We are currently doing well in the league, but we are actually behind this player. Mountaya is currently also 4-1 and has a better differential than we do. So what I did, the only sensible thing you could do this week, and I binge watched half of a season of Survivor to understand what an immunity idol truly was so that I could actually beat my opponent. And because I have collected 4 immunity idols so far, I thought about naming all my Pokemon after Survivor things, but decided not to do it. But anyway, there are people in this season have collected 4 immunity idols so far, so I'm pretty sure I know exactly what I'm supposed to do in this matchup to beat my opponent. If you want to see any more of my sets, though, make sure you come out to the live streams. I'm not doing team builders for this league, but I do live stream every battle, and before the battle, I go through all of my sets a little bit so that I can remember what I'm doing and so that I can give a little bit of enlightenment to the people watching. So if you do want to check those out, Twitch link is in the description below. But if you're here live, remember, this is not a ghosting legal league. You cannot tell me what to do or things I haven't seen. So please don't try to tell me my opponent's sets, calcs, or moves that I have not referenced or mentioned or seen that the Mons could possibly have, because that is illegal and not allowed. So please don't do that. Otherwise, enjoy the battle. I will be talking to chat, hanging out with chat. So it's not like I won't interact, but I won't be looking at sets or anything from there. I'll be doing my own calcs and everything. Let's not keep my opponent waiting any longer. Let's see what they've got, and let's get into it. So throw is coming. I will not lie. I only saw throw in a couple of the mocks. No Braviary, so nothing's going to be dodging all my attacks. That's good. We do have the Clef Pharaoh Pex, naturally. I guess it wouldn't be my opponent's team if they didn't have all 3 of them. And we don't see the Obstagoon, which is good. Because Obstagoon's a pain, but Chandelure was definitely the biggest threat to my roster, and it's right there. So I definitely have to keep that in mind. Definitely got to keep the Chandelure in the back of my mind the whole time. So Obstagoon was the only truly minus lead, quote unquote, that I could have if I led with the Mandibuzz. Everything else was at least okay for Mandibuzz. Obstagoon was the one thing that it would be like bad against as a lead. So not seeing it makes my decision very easy to lead with the Mandibuzz here. It doesn't do a ton to something like Throw. Throw is kind of scary for it. But being able to taunt Clef, Pharaoh, and Toxapex, being able to, or Chandelure potentially even, although I don't love staying in against it, and tank hits from the Zygarde, maybe knock off a Choice Band, and maybe even taunt the Throw so it can't bulk up. Named it sorry, huh? I don't know how I feel about that. Don't know how I feel about that. I'm clicking taunt. I don't know what it is, but I don't love that you named it sorry here. Moonblast, it actually outspeeds. Doesn't do a whole ton, but does enough that it is worth looking into. That is definitely not specially attack invested. So maybe max HP, max speed there. But did run enough speed to outspeed my Mandibuzz here, which is really interesting. I can definitely preserve that and keep it around for later, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go out into my Steelix here. You could predict that and go for like a Fire Blast, which is bad. But I should be able to take a hit pretty well here. There's another Moonblast. Okay, takes a hit pretty well. No, my special attack! Not that. Heavy Slam is pretty free here. EQ is very free here. EQ is very free here. It doesn't kill, but neither does Heavy Slam, to be fair. So let's go EQ here. Let's take a look at this amount of damage that this is doing. Yeah, based on the damage it did to the Mandibuzz, it's not special attack invested, so it must just be like a ton of speed. It doesn't have to be max speed, but a ton of speed. In order to outspeed my Mandibuzz, which has no speed investment to be clear, it needs 164 speed investment. It does have the Fire Blast. Of course, he lands the Fire Blast. I don't know how to do that, but my opponent does. So Clefable kills Steelix with Fire Blast. Okay. I'm gonna go out into Tauros here. It doesn't look like it's special attack invested in this case. And that means Body Slam should be able to a KO cleanly. You have the Chandelure, but Chandelure doesn't like switching into doesn't like switching in here. So there's the Pharaoh. Could have gone for a workup there. But see, this is where Fire Blast would kill. If I had it. But I don't. Leftovers. All right. I could just work up here. I think you're going to Leech Seed, though. So I'm just going to Flamethrower. You're not Akka. This has no chance to kill basically any Ferrothorn. No matter, even if you're like not specially defensive at all. Unless you're like max attack, max speed for some reason, this should never kill. But Fire Blast would, and I have been shown to be willing to use it in the past. To be willing to use a mixed Tauros, I should say. I could also have gone for a workup there, although I don't actually know if that would have been a better play in this particular case. Again, because of the fact that my opponent could very well just Leech Seed Protect, I think this is the more optimal play. But they might switch to Scout. Just gonna go for the Flamethrower here. It's not gonna kill, unfortunately. And we can see that Fire Blast probably would have. Sets up rocks. That's actually okay. At this point, do I work up here and let you set up a layer of spikes or Leech Seed? But then I can EQ into the Toxapex so well. I could just EQ here. Depending on how physically defensive you are, that would just kill. I feel like I click work up here, which is super risky because if you do have Leech Seed, you're going to go for it. But I'm going to work up here. I think you switch out. I don't think you sack this. Yeah. And there's the Pex. So now if you have Haze, you're going to go for it. But Earthquake's doing a bajillion, and it doesn't risk running into Baneful Bunker. So and it too KOs cleanly through Haze, so Shuka. All right. Scald comes out. Please burn me. That's what I need today. No burn. You have no resist to Earthquake here. So it is a 0 downside play. It kills this. It kills this. It kills that. Unless you're Air Balloon. Show me Air Balloon. Please show me Air Balloon. Ha! It's a good play. That's a good play. I think I Flamethrower here. Are you a Flame Body Air Balloon, though? Or a Flash Fire Air Balloon? You might be. It seems like the kind of thing my opponent would do with the way he's been playing so far. I'm going to preserve this. I'm going to go out into the Mandibuzz here. This is a risky play, because if it is Sub-Calm Mind, my only way around it is killing it with Arrow, which is a little scary, but Flamethrower comes out. Maybe you're Scarfed? No, you're Air Balloon. We know you're Air Balloon. So that means that I can go into Aerodactyl here. And I can Rock Blast. Throw could come in on the Arrow here. Throw should come in on the Arrow here, I should say. Although, you don't know I don't have dual Wing Beat. I just Rock Blast, though. Alright, Daria, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you being here. Doesn't seem like it's going to go all that well, I'll be honest, but I'm having a good time. Is that throw? No, it's Pharaoh. Okay. It's a crit on the Rock Blast. Got 4 hits. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think I just EQ. The problem with showing... Well, no, I haven't shown you Dragon Dance yet. So I was going to say, the problem with showing EQ is it shows you so much information, but... I'm just going to take the kill where I can get it. Aerodactyl kills Ferrothorn with Earthquake. That's true. This Aerodactyl is way better than the one on Showdown when I was prepping. I'll tell you that right now. Chandelure kills Mandibuzz with Flamethrower. Throw is actually going to become a pretty major issue. Although having eaten the Toxapex's Shuka Berry is pretty big here. Clef comes out. And we know you're not like that defensive. You can be fairly defensive, perhaps, if you're like just enough speed to do other things. But I think I click Rock Blast here, and I hope for a bunch of hits. Ha! I opted to go with the wide lens because it makes Ice Fang 100% accurate and it makes Rock Blast 99% accurate.
And it makes Rock Blast 99% accurate.
Pearly, you asked for it. You asked me to miss a 99% accurate Rock Blast. Well, there. I did it. I managed to accomplish the goal of missing with a wide lens. Missing the Rock Blast while holding a wide lens. I mean, I got a 5 hit on the following one, so that's good, I guess. I guess that's something. But losing Aerodactyl means I lose to the Zygarde, probably. I don't see... So, Clefable kills Aerodactyl with Moonblast. I have to sub here. I have no choice. I know you might stay in, but it's the only way I'm going to outspeed the Zygarde, so... Because if I kill you on the first turn, the Zygarde comes in, and if it's Scarfed, it just kills me. So... Flare Blitz should kill you, no matter how bulky you are here, from the range you're at. Because you have enough speed to outspeed the Mandibuzz, I should be 100% sure that Flare Blitz kills this right here. The problem is the recoil is going to put me potentially in range of Zygarde's E-Speed. Oh, that's going to be so close. That's going to be so close. Oh, but I don't have a way to hit Chandelure. Do I? Oh, it's Rocky Helmet. Interesting. I just straight up don't have a way to hit Chandelure right now. You kept that air balloon. Really wish I had Poison Jab. You have to be Flash Fire. You went Toxapex. I guess you don't know I don't have knockoff right now. Okay. Just gonna EQ it. Just gonna do as much damage as I can. Let you kill me. I'll go out into Kyurem. I'll set up a sub. And that's my win con right there. I have no choice. Kills Blaziken with Scald. Because if this goes down, I don't think I can touch the Chandelure with Tauros. Hercule. You were waiting for this to come out for that, weren't you? You were just waiting. This thing, if it's specially defensive, takes nothing from a freeze dry. I could freeze though. You've gotten a million special attack drops with Moonblast. Give me one freeze with freeze dry. This game could be equalized in a second. One freeze with freeze dry, and this game is right back in level playing field. Circle throw. Yeah, I have no win con here. I don't think I have a win con here. Because I can't switch this out. So I need a free... I mean, my win con is freeze with freeze dry, right? That's it. Just is. I can't... I literally knew that I was going to miss. I was so sure I was going to miss that I put a wide lens on it, and I missed. With the wide lens. Like, are you kidding? Obviously, I'm not saying anything bad about my opponent. My opponent played and prepped incredibly well. Like, this has nothing to do with you. This had to do with me this week, knowing 100 times out of 100, and 100, like, just % guaranteed that I was going to miss that Aerodactyl. And I would have missed the Fire Blast had I brought it. And this dies to rocks here. It lives on 2? There's no way that I don't win this anyway, but I can at least get a kill here. If you'll give it to me. You don't have to give it to me. Hey, that's differential right there. Maybe you'll miss your E-speed? I would. You don't even have to E-speed. You can do anything. Alright. Do I feel bad? No. I don't feel like I could have given my opponent a different match. Because I went into this knowing exactly what was going to happen. I was so confident. No, E-speed is 100% accurate. Let's nip that one in the bud. I was so confident that was going to miss that I like legitimately can't think of what else I could have done. Like, I mean, back-to-back 5-hit Rock Blasts absolutely killed Clef. Like, we saw that. There was no way it didn't. Even if I'd gotten like 4-hit, that Clef would have been so much weaker. And that would have been nice because I wouldn't have had to click Flare Blitz with the Blaziken. I wouldn't have to go into it at all. I could have gone into something like the Tauros, which wasn't guaranteed to kill. Or even the Kyurem, but I don't think I would have gone Kyurem there. But if I could have had that weaker, who knows? But, Air Balloon Shandy was a phenomenal bring. 100% mad props to my opponent for bringing that. But, like, what screwed me up was that I prepped a bunch of times for this battle. I put a bunch of time into like prepping, and I saw every way that my team would do wrong, and I tried to rectify all of those situations, and it still managed to fail. Which is amazing, right? Like, that's outstanding. How do you even do that? How do you even look at a match and say, these are all the ways my team could fail. Let me patch all those holes up and then do exactly what you said don't do. Right? Like, that's hard to do. That's not something I've ever done before. But Yeah, no, honestly, great job to my opponent. Great prep. I'm not trying to take anything away from what you did this week. Certainly not. And I hope nobody takes that away from my opponent because I don't want anyone to have any hate for what my opponent brought. Those were the right sets. That was a phenomenal battle. I just was looking at my own team and like, here's all the pitfalls, and then let me fall right into them anyway. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next week as we continue on the PAC. It's not over yet for us, certainly. We're 4-2. We're still in a playoff position. We're still looking good for the season. And the top 6 teams get buys into the second round of playoffs, and only 7th through 10th need to play into a play-in round. So it's like, I don't even know. Like, we're 10 teams out of 16 are going to make playoffs, and we're 4-2 right now. And having a positive differential, I think we're going to continue on the streak. We'll be okay. Let's come back next week and make it happen. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, everybody.